Alright, this is the part 2 to the modding tutorial. Right now, as I said, we have finished the BMX script files. Of course, I've already done this, so it didn't have to overwrite anything, it just did it. So we hit return to quit, and then you have this beautiful folder. Now, after you have all this finished, you are now ready to actually start modding and get something done. I'm just going to do a little test mod here for you to show you what it's like. I'm gonna probably do one of the, I guess one of the more complicated ones, so that you'll be able to do essentially the same thing. Like I said in the first video, you're gonna want to come to this album and look at what piece of armor you want. For instance, I'm gonna make a brand new character and have him wear this. It's Natsu2B01, as I went into the last one, and also I already put those in a resource file. I found them right here. You're going to want to copy all of these files underneath Natsu2B01, the legs, the helmet, and everything. Then you're going to go into your DN mods packer and paste them here. I don't need to use this folder. Right here, you're going to come into here and go under DN mods packer resource, and like I already have them in here. Now, the actual modding process, I'm not going to need the helmet because I'm pretty sure you have to be even wearing a cache item, a costume helmet, to be able to even see it. So if you just put one and you try to mod it and put it on there, you're not going to see it unless it's Cerberus or something like that. Let's see. Alright, now we have to go through and find the file we wish to cover up, which is going to be the armor you're already wearing or something to that nature. Most of the time you can just come in here and find what it looks like and then read the file name, copy and paste it. Like this is the epic set, it just says WA epic. However, that's not actually the file name. The file name itself is going to be different. And these folders down here I'm going to make for normal, because normal is what I'm going to be covering up. I'm going to make a new character and show you what it looks like. Like for instance, this is normal, and this one is actually right. It says normal 01, and that is exactly what you're going to be doing. Is you're going to be copying this, and these .skn files, you're going to rename them. You're going to keep the leg part, but the actual name of the item you're going to replace with whatever you're covering up. And you're going to go through and do that to every one of them. And after this, you're going to have a pretty cool looking level 1. Okay. So I just did that for that. For instance, if you wanted this armor to last a really long time, you could take these files, copy them, and paste them again, and it's going to say the same name and copy after it in parentheses. Well, maybe not in parentheses. For instance, if you wanted this to be magic or something like that, I already know the magic names and the epic and the rare because I've already done it so many times. But you would rename this, for instance, if you wanted to be on a magic item, then you would come over here, leave the 01, erase normal, and put in magic. And that essentially, whenever you pick up a magic item, you're going to see the part on it instead of the original item. And by having these two copies, it's not going to inflict with each other as far as like you're going to see one normal and you're not going to see the magic part. You're going to see both of these unless you have two mods that cover the same item. which is why you can't make another warrior set, put Magic 01 and expect to see it, the one that you want. I'm going to go ahead and do that for all of them. And I know this tutorial is a little lengthy, but with some people, if you don't go through every step, they just won't get it. Some people need to be able to see every little thing that I do, and that's fine. If you already know how to do some of this, just skip around and find out bits and pieces. You don't have to listen to my monotone voice. Alright, now that we've done that, essentially we could pack this right now and you're just going to see a brand new level 1 character, and he's going to have this Natsu armor on him starting out. However, we're going to go ahead and make a weapon too, because weapons are a little bit different than modding for armor. I'm going to go ahead and pack this, and this is what you're going to see. It's going to be this little box and you're not going to be able to read it, etc. You're going to click this left dialog box, hit enter, and it should come up. Yeah, here it is. Fashion pack. From this fashion pack, you're going to want to rename that to something you can recognize, such as, I'm going to make this a mod tutorial set. And then from there, this is the part that you usually see in modding tutorials. They just copy the resource pack and they put it in their Dragon S folder. And that's it. Now, I'm going to go ahead and make a weapon so you can see that. I'm just going to make a regular default weapon. First, I need to see what the model is. Need to do a main hand. And also, you can, like, for instance, you can take this sword and rename it to be an axe. And the same way around, it's just going to look kind of funny. Depending, I guess if you use a warrior and you use a staff or something like that, it's going to look the same. He's going to be holding it all the same. But if you replace his gauntlet with a weapon, it's going to look funny. Alright. I'm going to start him out and look through these. Let's see. I'm just going to replace his mace with this Sea Dragon hammer. Because Sea Dragon's pretty easy to find in a list. So I want to minimize this. Flip this again, and then I'm going to go into resource, weapon, and then scroll all the way to the bottom, of which for some reason there's no warrior packs in this folder. However, that's okay, I have them in here. Oh, that's why I didn't do it, because I already have them. Alright, then you're going to find these. Let's see, sword, Sea Dragon. You're going to want to copy all those, and yet again put them in this resource folder. You're going to want to get rid of these, or you're going to have an overwrite. Alright, and now you're going to rename this to whatever weapon you want it to cover up. And I think the starting mace looks like one of these. Alright, so I'm going to take this, I'm going to copy that entire name. Like I said, the weapon's a little bit easier because you don't have leg or anything like that behind it. So you can literally just click rename, right click, paste, and you're finished with the weapon mod. And now you're going to pack it. You're going to